Hi Augustana friends, Dr. Muir here to talk to you about the vertebrate stress response, or why you should go for a walk when you're worried about COVID-19. If you're like me, then you're probably feeling a little bit stressed out right now, which means your vertebrate stress response is kicking in. So let's learn about what that means physiologically and what we can do to help decrease it. First, the vertebrate stress response is made up of two main components, the first of which is an activation of the sympathetic nervous system. So here, these lines, the blue and red lines, are actually nerve tracts. The blue ones are the parasympathetic tracts, which belong to the rest and digest system, which takes over when you're feeling good and relaxed. And the sympathetic system, the red lines, which takes over when you're stressed out. That's the fight or flight response. I want you to pay attention to two of these different tracks. This one here goes up to the heart, and the sympathetic input to the heart, when that increases when you're stressed out, it increases the rate of your heart contractions. So heart rate goes up, and also the strength of the contractions go up, which means you're pumping a lot more blood. That's great for if you need to run away from something. The other tract I want you to look at goes down here. This tract goes down to this gland here called the adrenal gland, where when it's activated, it actually causes the adrenal gland to release epinephrine into the bloodstream. That epinephrine does a lot of things, including redistributing blood flow to your muscles and taking blood flow away from your digestive tract. One other thing it does is it actually acts on our pancreas, which is up here, and it tells the pancreas to release another hormone called glucagon. We'll see what glucagon's up to in a little bit. The other major part of the vertebrate stress response happens up here, or starts up here in the brain. The hypothalamus senses that we are stressed out, and these cells will actually release a hormone. They release a hormone called corticotropin-releasing hormone, which goes into the blood and goes a short distance down to this part called the anterior pituitary, still a part of your brain. That corticotropin-releasing hormone acts on the cells in the anterior pituitary and tells them to release another hormone. That hormone is called adrenocorticotropic hormone. And adrenocorticotropic hormone goes into the blood and it gets sent all around our bodies where it acts on the adrenal cortex. So again, the adrenal gland. Let's see what adrenocorticotropic hormone does to the adrenal gland. Now we're looking at this pathway here in the red box. You can see that the hypothalamus has released that CRH here, corticotropin-releasing hormone. That tells the cells in the anterior pituitary to release another hormone called adrenocorticotropic hormone, which then goes in the blood and tells the adrenal cortex, the adrenal gland, to release this hormone called cortisol. So far, we've gotten an increased heart rate due to the sympathetic nervous system, stronger contractions to send more blood. We've got more blood going to the muscles and less to some other vital organs. And we've got a few hormones released. We've got epinephrine floating around in the bloodstream, glucagon in the bloodstream, and now cortisol in the bloodstream. Let's take a look at what those three hormones do to your blood sugar level. Here's a graph that shows a person's blood glucose concentration, their blood sugar, as a function of time when they've been treated with these different hormones. Cortisol by itself, not a big change. Glucagon, yeah, pretty good change. Epinephrine, also a good increase. Put glucagon and epinephrine together, and you get about twice the amount of increase that you saw with each of them by themselves. Throw cortisol in the mix, now we've got skyrocketing blood glucose concentrations. So when you're stressed, you've got lots of sugar in your blood, you got a high heart rate, you're sending blood to your muscles, and if you don't do anything with it, then it feels bad. The best thing you can do when you're feeling stressed is to give in to that fight or flight response and get your body moving. It doesn't have to be vigorous exercise. It could simply be going for a walk. But I guarantee that you feel better after getting active. Also, now you know some physiology.